Picture yourself before a perfectly still mirror of water. On the surface, you see the reflection of the three-dimensional world we know, solid, predictable, governed by seemingly unchangeable physical laws. But as we dive deeper, we begin to realize that this surface is just the first layer of a much more complex and interconnected reality. The fifth dimension presents itself not as a physical place, but as a state of expanded consciousness, where the barriers between observer and observed begin to dissolve. It's as if we're learning to see through a new pair of eyes, eyes that can perceive the subtle webs of energy connecting all aspects of existence. Quantum physics shows us a universe where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, where observation affects the observed, and where time and space are more flexible than our daily experience suggests. It's as if the universe were a vast ocean of possibilities, and our consciousness is the force that causes the waves of this ocean to collapse into concrete experiences. The alchemy of consciousness. In the creation of the fifth dimension, we transcend the mechanical paradigm of cause and effect. Instead of pushing and pulling objects in three-dimensional space, we learn to modulate our own energetic frequency to resonate with the experiences we wish to manifest. Think of a powerful magnet. It doesn't need to move to attract metal objects. Its magnetic nature creates a field that influences everything around it. Similarly, when we reach this elevated state of consciousness, we become like an energetic vortex, naturally attracting experiences that resonate with our inner frequency. The manifestation process in the fifth dimension can be compared to a sacred dance between our individual consciousness and the universal quantum field. When our thoughts become electric, charged with the energy of clear intention and focused emotion, we create a magnetic field that serves as a unique energetic signature. This energetic signature interacts with the quantum field like a specific key interacts with its corresponding lock. It's not about force or effort, but about perfect resonance and alignment. In three-dimensional creation, we operate like chess pieces on a board, moving step by step toward our goals. It's like trying to reach a destination by walking in a straight line, regardless of the obstacles in the way. In contrast, creation in the fifth dimension is more like quantum teleportation, where particles can influence each other instantly, regardless of physical distance. We no longer need to travel to our manifestations because we learn to access a level of reality where time and space are malleable. The dissolution of the boundaries of being. Imagine your state of consciousness as a water drop merging with the ocean. In the deepest creative process, the rigid boundaries that define our sense of self begin to dissolve, like fog under the morning sun. This dissolution isn't a loss, but an expansion, as if the walls of our individual consciousness expanded to embrace the entire cosmos. The human brain, in its everyday state, operates like an orchestra where each musician plays their own score. But when we enter higher states of consciousness, it's as if an invisible conductor begins to coordinate all instruments in perfect harmony. The transition from beta brainwaves, our normal waking state, to highly coherent alpha waves can be compared to the transformation of urban cacophony into a perfectly orchestrated symphony. When our brain reaches this state of heightened coherence, a fascinating phenomenon occurs. The world that previously existed only in our imagination begins to take on a quality of tangible reality. It's as if we're developing a new set of senses that allows us to perceive previously invisible dimensions of reality. Our nervous system, in this context, functions as a sophisticated biological antenna, capable of tuning into subtler frequencies of reality. Like a quantum superconductor, it becomes a channel through which information from higher dimensions can flow freely. During states of deep brain coherence, many people report experiences that can be described as information downloads. It's as if the brain becomes a receiving station for transmissions from a source of higher intelligence. When we reach this state of pure consciousness, it's as if we have access to a vast universal database, the quantum field. The nature of the fifth dimension. Imagine consciousness as an infinite spectrum of light. The third dimension would be like seeing only basic colors, while the fifth dimension would allow us to see the entire spectrum in its complete glory. This higher dimension isn't a physical place, but a state of being that vibrates at higher frequencies, like a musical note resonating an octave above our everyday perception. Our planet is undergoing a profound transformation, similar to a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. This ascension represents a collective elevation of Earth's vibrational frequency and its inhabitants. The fourth dimension functions as a transformative portal, an intermediate field where thoughts and emotions interweave to create our experience of reality. The fourth dimension offers us an extraordinary gift, the power to consciously choose our state of being. The process of establishing residence in higher frequencies requires dedication and consistent practice. The dance of infinity. Imagine your consciousness as an infinite ocean. On the surface, the waves represent our daily experience, the physical, tangible, three-dimensional world. But beneath this surface lies an unexplored vastness of potential, a realm where thoughts, emotions, and intentions interweave to create the fabric of reality. Conscious manifestation isn't just a mechanical process of visualization and action. It's a sacred dance between different levels of our being. When we achieve elevated states of brain synchronization, conventional boundaries begin to dissolve. The invitation is to explore uncharted territories of consciousness. It's time to transcend the limitations of a purely materialistic view of reality. This is a call to awaken to our true nature as multidimensional beings. Each step in this journey of consciousness expansion is a gift to oneself and to the whole. Conclusion. You are invited to embark on this extraordinary journey of self-discovery and transformation. The path to higher dimensions of consciousness isn't somewhere distant. It's within you, waiting to be explored. As more people awaken to these elevated possibilities, we collectively create a resonance field that facilitates the ascension of all humanity. Each person who commits to their own evolution becomes a beacon of light, illuminating the path for others. The reality we can create together, operating from these elevated states of consciousness, is beyond our current imagination. The invitation stands. The time to awaken is now. May this exploration of the inner realms of consciousness be a journey of discovery, transformation, and realization of our highest potential as multidimensional beings of light.